Somebody has picked me up on repeating what Humza Yousaf said about a Scottish citizen. His excuse for not voting in the gay marriage bill was that he was in the Pakistani consulate discussing the problems of a Scottish citizen, he said, who was under a death sentence in Pakistan. Now, of course, he's quite right that there is no such thing as a Scottish citizen in one sense. A person is a British citizen or a British subject. Now, the problem with British subject is that it's a term which has been quietly phased out. It now only applies to two specific groups: people who were from the Republic of Ireland born before 1949, who claimed the status rather than becoming citizens of the new republic there, and people from British colonies that became independent but who refused citizenship in the new country and claimed status as a British subject. From this point of view, there are therefore no new British subjects being born, and the concept is effectively becoming defunct. However, I think conceptually we must certainly recognise as King Charles's coronation approaches in a couple of months' time, that we are all subjects of His Majesty the King, first and foremost, and secondly, we have rights as citizens and as British nationals. So there are three particular concepts to consider. If we want to then subdivide our country, I personally don't see too much problem with being a citizen of England, a citizen of Scotland, a citizen of Wales, and a citizen of Northern Ireland. That seems to me to be perfectly reasonable. Citizen is simply a term that links us with the rights from a particular territory. That territory defined actually by city rather than by nation, citizen. And as a citizen, we should best display the principles of civility and civic pride that goes with that. I think we should be mindful of the origin of that word. To live in a city is to live in an urban environment where we are cheek by jowl with people who do not share our political, our social, our religious views. And we should still be able to sit over a cup of tea and enjoy their company. That is the principle that lies behind the idea of politics and policy and politeness. These words all come from the same Greek word, polis, which means city. So there we have the value of the Latin word for city, for citizen, and the value of the Greek word for city. And both are about behaving respectfully to other people who do not share your opinions. This channel, of course, is entirely about opinion. It's not specifically about fact, though I presume there are facts that are coming out. But I choose my facts based on a range of opinions which I would like to discuss. I put out a view which I'm fully aware is often biased and often subjective. But it's a view that I hope will lead to further discussion. So if people are particularly incensed by what I've said, please go ahead. Take the ball and run with it and see what happens. I'm very happy to change my mind. My mind is something that can be changed very quickly. And if I change my mind, that doesn't make me a hypocrite. It simply means that somebody has been extremely successful in persuading me I was wrong. Great! That's the only way we learn. We are not in a world where we should be anchoring ourselves to fixed opinions. Our opinions can change. Our opinions should change. That's the art of persuasion. It's also the art of conversation. So have a lovely weekend. We'll talk later.